Welcome to our Women Today Table Talk. Today I'm gathered here with my amazing sisters. To you who's watching at home, welcome. Today is an amazing day, but before we go any further, I just want to ask these ladies if you can just say hello to our camera, to our audience.
Hello, audience.
Women Today has been existing for the past, I say 7 years, and we've been doing so many great things. And I think I like today because we're going to be talking about some of the things that we've been doing within our organization. I'm sure you guys would agree that we've been doing some amazing work. And obviously, before I jump ahead of myself, I just want to ask you, Catherine, just say something that you've really, I know we've been working together with all these ladies for the past few years. What exactly can you say Women Today has done for you? Like, what can you say, look, before I attended Women Today, I was like this, but after attending Women Today, I'm a better woman because of A, B, C, D.
Well, thank you so much. For me, Women Today has been something really great. Especially in terms of maybe just things like confidence. I feel like I've gained a lot of confidence through Women Today, through the things that we've been running, everything that we've been putting together over the past few years, or even just one thing that I really enjoy is making sure that other women are growing and other women have confidence that they've got a safe place just to come and hang out. I feel like as Women Today, we have provided that kind of place where women sometimes can just come and be around other women just to get out of their house. So that's been really great because we've had so many testimonies of women coming and saying, do you know what, I never used to come out, but now when you guys put something together, I've got somewhere to just come out and just relax and have a cup of tea. So we take that for granted, but it's been really great for me and for so many other people.
I like what you mentioned, that you said confidence, because one thing that we know that most of the women within our organization, they all migrated from Africa. And you'd understand that English is our second language. And I think just coming into a country where English is the main language sometimes can be very difficult for somebody who doesn't have that confidence. And speaking of confidence, tell me, speaking of confidence, which is something that I like, I know for sure that the confidence that I have today is probably 10 times more than I used to have before. So speaking of confidence, because I know you're one confident person, and I would like to think that you were not like that before. So tell me a little bit more about that. And it's been some of the things that you have enjoyed yourself or benefited as a person.
Well, with confidence, I think from a child I've had confidence, but when you go through life and some situations happen to you, there are moments where your confidence goes down. And so to have an organization where you've got people who know how to empower you and bring out that person that you've always been, bring out the best that you've always had within you has been really good. And not only that, it also allows me to say, okay, fine, I'm not the only one who's going through this certain situation. So I know how to help another individual as well to gain their confidence back. So one of the things that I truly love about Women Today is that not only do we just empower ourselves within the organization, but we have a tendency of also going out to other people, whoever we meet, whether in the streets, in the shop, whatever, just to make sure that someone still has the confidence within them and build themselves up and just help them become better. Because if you don't have confidence, you will shy away from a lot of things, whether it's employment, friendship, conversations. But when you have got your confidence built up, then even if you don't know much, you still, have even ask questions instead of looking like you don't know.
That's true. You know what it is? Because we had one session where I remember one of our ladies said to me, look, I went to the job center and they told me you need to shorten your name because, at work they won't be able to pronounce your name. And I think she said that knocked my confidence down a bit. And I think after we had that workshop, she said my confidence really was high and she managed to go for the interviews and do the things that she could not do. And I like what you say, that Women Today, we empower. And that's something that we have been doing. And I would like to believe that we've been empowering a lot of women. We had women that came here they didn't have any degrees, but they've got degrees. They've got masters. We've got women that are doing so well in this foreign place, and I like that. Yes, and so anything that you think, oh my God. And I remember we went to empower. We were empowering the community. We went to give back to the community, and you were on the forefront. You were so for it. And enjoying
at that time we went to Stockton.
All
over the places to give, to the community some stuff during the lockdown. So it was a nice time to see, that smile on people's faces, and that was good.
Do you know what? It was empowering in a way because during the lockdown, the COVID-19, a lot of people struggled. A lot of people lost their jobs. We had people who, with single mothers, and people were so much lonely. And I like the fact that we went into the community and we were giving out food, and seeing that smile on somebody else's face was really amazed. One of the sessions that we did was we got some certificates. We did like for food. We had this, we had one session with Middlesbrough Environment City where we had, two ladies, talking about like food. I want us to talk a little bit about that because in Africa there's some food that we eat, and in Africa to be big, you're classified as you are, wealthy person. And then so we come to this country and obviously we tend to do that, but then again there's type 2 diabetes and things like that. I want us to talk a little bit about those sessions that we did with those ladies. Did you guys enjoy anything? Did you take anything out of it? Did you manage to get those recipes and took it home to your homes, houses, and manage to cook for your family? Yes, I want us to talk a little bit about that.
I actually really enjoyed those sessions. I think I made sure I attended all of them, not just for the food, of course, but to actually learn, because not only were they teaching us to cook, but the healthy way of living. Cooking with less oil, or doing different things with your dish just to spice it up. And I remember, one of the things that I know a lot of African lay people always want meat in their on their plate,
meat on everything.
So to learn that you can actually have a good meal without a piece of meat and actually really enjoy it was something that was really good. And for some people who are vegetarians or want to become vegetarians, to know that the healthy option is not boring. It's actually really good. Was something that was really nice, and I think they did a very good job, those two ladies, because not only were they teaching us to cook, but they were helping us interact, building the confidence again, and just making sure that people have come out of their house and learn a new skill.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think for me, apart from just getting the certificate, I felt like I was graduating. Like, to go out there, being called my name with my certificate, I felt like, you know what? That actually gave me the confidence to want to do more, to get more certificates, to go towards that direction where I'm going to graduate. Like, it had been such a long time since I actually got a certificate for something. So it was actually really good because they made it look like a ceremony, something really, really special. But apart from that, and like you said, just learning how to cook right, learning how to cook alternative foods, apart from having meat, let's have something else. Like, I've taken so much from that. And there was something that the lady said about using spices, because there's so much salt in this, because we know like how we African people like to put so many spices in our food, in our meats. But those spices have got so much salt. We never really looked so much into that. And then on top of that, we're adding more salt. So we learned that, instead of just putting salt, just use the spices, and already you've got enough salt. So that kind of like really taught me to do that in my own house. And, up to now, nobody complains about the salt. And so I took something out of that, and that's how I cook. And I'm always like really conscious of what I eat and what I feed my family, which is something that we learned during that session.
I like in my house, before they even test the food, they put salt. And there's something about salt. But you know what? There could be somebody right now. There's a lady or girl who's listening to us right now, and listening to our conversation, and she's like, kids, what is this women today, or what exactly is it with women today? What can you tell that person who's listening right now to say, I really want to come and join this group and I want to be part of these women today? What can you tell them? What can you say? Look, I was like this, but I'm now like this because of women today. So what can you really tell them? Because there's somebody who's listening right now, I'm thinking, okay, what are these ladies all about? What exactly were they doing?
I think for myself, I can say, you have to join this Women Today because we empower, each other.
Yes.
Like I'm the quiet person, I'm the timid person.
Yeah.
But through this platform, I can talk.
Yes. Yes.
You've come out of your shell.
Yes. And you have a chance to meet many people. I met the mayor. Today and some other organizations.
Yeah.
So you just come and you learn many things.
Yes. Yeah. Do you know what you mentioned the word? An empowered woman is able to empower other women. And like you say that I'm a quiet person, but you find that when you're with other people, you also have your voice. And I think because we've also migrated to this country, it can be so lonely by yourself. And having friends and having sisters that can be there for you, that just means a lot. That on its own is just empowering. Yes.
And another thing, when you join the Women Today, when you're alone in your house, you don't know how much you can achieve. But by coming together, you can see this one has the PhD, this one has this degree, and they are doing so well in the community. So you can just have be encouraged to do something, have confidence in you to do something new. To add some values to your life.
And it's never too late. We've got Sister Rachel, she went to graduated. We've got women that have gone over 40 years, 30 years, and they've gone to graduate. And even myself, I remember coming here in my country, I never thought I'll probably go to university and graduate, and I did. So coming from my country to come in this the Queensland and having my degree and having my master's, and I think it means a lot, and I'm sure it means a lot to you guys. And again, it's not really about that education as well, just coming here and gathering with other women, learning from each other. We have a lady who said, well, look, she managed to, when we did our food session, she went in and she could do some scones, and we had a season of scones. Yes.
For me, I think one of the most powerful statements within our mission statement is the power to change. And one of the things that I know is every person on this earth has something that they have to give to the world. And when you don't know it, you're robbing the people that you're meant to be giving back to. And so when we come to Women Today and you are, like you said, you've got people who have done their PhDs, master's degree and stuff like that, but they're not making you feel less than them. They're actually trying to get you up to a level that they know they can see something that's great within you. And so that makes it a very good thing. And just having the people who are not saying, okay, fine, you stay where you are and tell you have the power to change. You might not be so academic, but there's something else that you're so good at that the world is looking for. And so you find that you've got people now who are doing who are seamstresses and they're sewing really lovely dresses and stuff like that. You've got people who are cooking and now becoming chefs, all because of this idea of you have the power to change your life. So if you're listening, I just want to encourage you that don't look at Women Today as just a place where it's just empowering in a small way. But we want you to know that you've got something on the inside of you that is so important that the world is waiting for. And you have the power to change your story. You have the power to change your life. And you don't have to do it on your own. You've got a group of ladies, so many ladies in different places. South Africa now, Kenya, Zimbabwe here, and Congo. And we're branching everywhere. I like that. To just make sure you change into the story that you want. So
I was about to say amen to that.
With the Women Today, the other time you brought somebody from the NHS to talk about some health issues. We were not, confident to talk about it. So when we come to this platform, you can have that chance and you can be aware of mental health, and about cancer and all that. So it's a good platform.
You came. There was a magazine, isn't it?
Yes.
Beautiful magazine. And I like that, because after that session, guess what? You're on a magazine, and that magazine went all over the place. And somebody was looking and reading at that magazine. That was empowering on its own. That was really, really good. So there you go, having a sister was like, okay, I'm coming to attend Women Today. Before she knew it, she was all over the place. Did you send that magazine to Africa? I know you're having autographs and all those things, and
I think just to add to that story, one of the things that I love about your story is you told your story. The things that you went through, and it helps someone else to know, oh,
that's right.
I've got a story like this. They can relate. They know, okay, fine, she's come out of it. She's stronger. She's doing better. So I don't have to stay in the place that I am. And so having to know that, okay, fine, every person's story means something. It's not a story to put under the bucket or under the bed and just say, you know, I'm just gonna hide it. Everyone has a story. Yes, we might all be smiling, but behind the smile, behind the makeup, behind everything, there's a story that's powerful enough to impact someone else and empower someone else.
Well, I like that. I like that.
And I like when you said like about that, bringing some health people to speak about different issues. I remember the lady spoke about that, like, men can also have breast cancer. Everyone was really surprised. I was like, how can men have breast cancer? That's something that we never knew. And not only did it benefit us, it benefited, I remember the lady ended up coming into the church. She ended up going into to speak to the men about these issues, because it just started with the women, but then it kind of went, it spread to everyone else that needs the help and that needs the support. That's the same with all the other workshops that we've done. All the people that we have invited to come and speak to the women, it's really benefited us, because we now know, like, as women, you know, if somebody comes to you, if a woman in need comes to you, they need some help, you know where to direct them. So that was really beneficial. So for me, like, I really enjoyed those sessions so much, because now I'm very much, not only did I benefit, but now I'm also like aware of where to go for help, for support, and also where to point out the right directions to point out other women. So that was really, really, really exciting for me.
I think they always say you empower a woman, you empower the nation. Because that's one thing that we did. Those ladies came to empower us, and then we went to empower, like, you know, you understand that most of the ladies, they're the ones who cook. So they now started cooking the right food, and then by doing so, your children are now better, and then your family, and again, because that's all to do with empowering a woman. And I like that we also had another lady who came from the parliament. Exactly. Yes, you can go ahead and talk about that.
That one was very interesting session, because when you are new in the country, one of the things that you are not so well aware of are your rights, or the things that you can do, the places you can go, or the help that you can get. And so to hear that actually you can just go and book a meeting to also go into the parliament to hear what you're talking about, and also have your voice heard, was something that was really good and very empowering. And I remember it helped me. There was a young lady that I met a different place, and she had an immigration issue, and fortunately for her, she went to the detention center. Fortunately, she met the mayor of London in the detention center, because they had gone to just see what was going on there. And so she called me to ask, oh, what do I do? I said, make sure you speak to this lady, because, you know, empowering others is a good thing. So speak to the lady and just let her know your story and the story of the other people. She did that. She has her papers eventually, and guess where she's working? She is the secretary to the mayor of Stoke-on-Trent. And she also gets to represent immigration matters in the United Nations. So you can imagine where we get to just by being able to help someone else. It's not about just us. It's about the next lady who needs the push. It's about the next lady or the next young girl who's looking at herself and thinking, my background doesn't work. My story is ugly. My life does not look as pretty as the rest of the world and stuff like that. But to actually harness that story and then go to the next place, it's a powerful thing.
That's I was about to say, preach it. Preach it, right? I'm like, that's going, keep on preaching. Do you know, I think it's really powerful, because, you know, one of the things that we do is that we actually signpost women. Because when I came to this country, I don't know about you ladies, I didn't know some of the services that are available for me. I didn't even know anything called smear test. I had no idea. And so, and I think that's one of the things that we do, again, to signpost, you know, so for somebody who's just new in this country and they don't know, they'll probably come to women today, or okay, I'm struggling with the domestic abuse, so we'll be able to signpost them to, like, My Sister's Place, or actually some of the organizations that we've been working together with. And I think that's one of the powerful things that we also do. But I like us to talk about do you have anything that you're looking forward to, that you say, look, this is what we want us to do moving forward? I know we have had our cooking sessions, we've had our mental health sessions, we've had our motherhood sessions, we've had, you know, the marriage part of, you know, session. So is there anything that you think, look, this is what we want to do, we're looking forward to this?
Well, for me, I'm really looking forward to reaching out to even more women.
Okay.
Because I believe there's so many other women, like you're saying, like women are going through abuse.
Yeah.
You know, they don't know where to turn. There's still so many women. We hear so many stories, and I just want our organization to be right there, like right at the center, where people can run to, where people can come and ask for help, for advice.
Yeah.
So I feel like we can. There's still so much work to be done.
Okay.
There's still so many women that we need to reach out to. So I just feel like this is just the beginning, and there's so much work to be done, and I'm just looking forward to be part of that, and just to have that power to change, to change women's lives, to change those situations that they are in. So
because I know you've got 3 daughters, and I know you've got a daughter, and you know, it's something that we can say, look, I don't want my daughters or my daughter to go through what I went through. So I would want women today to do this. You know, there's some knowledge that I did not know, but you know, I want my daughter to know about this, and maybe it could be there's an organization that's listening to us, or you know, right now, you know, what can you say to them? Like, you know, any organization who's listening right now and say, how can we work with women today? Where can I find them? Or what support can we give to women today? Anything.
Well, where to find us?
Yes.
We're on social media. Women Today, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and we recently launched our YouTube channel. So
subscribe, like,
share. Share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, Women Today NE, and we'll be happy to speak to you. We are an organization that welcomes as many people as possible to help and improve the rest of the ladies within our nation. And one of the things that I would also even want to see is us getting to a place where we are empowering our younger girls concerning their choices in life, whether it be education or work-wise, because there are some advice that they're getting out there, and especially when it comes to the color of their skin, where they are said, okay, just do this and not do that. Why I'm saying so is because someone went and told my niece that you don't have to go to university, just go and you don't even need to go to high school, just go and start doing a placement and be a dental nurse. The girl wants to be a dentist. Wow. And I said, no, we don't do it that way. No shortcuts, do it the right way. So there are people out there who are giving the wrong advice, and we would want people who are able to give us the advice that we need, because there are things that we don't know, and we're going with information that we're thinking someone is knowledgeable in, and they're not. So whichever organization that you are out there, and you know that you've got the desire to empower women and to make our lives change for the better, please do contact us on our social media, our YouTube, and our email. I'm sure all the details are going to be on the screen. Please, because we really want to be able to get out there and empower as many women and encourage as many women as well.
And we don't want to be a little Nemo in the sea. So partnership is very important. Working together is very important. And I, you know, to be honest with you, ladies, one of the things that I really appreciate, and one of the things that I'm grateful for, is having sisters like you guys, and just. I don't know what I would have done without sisters, and sisterhood is something that means a lot to me. And I know you guys understand there are a lot of things that we go through in life, and when you have a sister or you have someone that you can talk to, or even just sitting down and having this conversation, it does mean a lot to me. And so I just want to let you know that I appreciate you so much, and I love you so much. And I know you've got one burning thing that you want to say, my sister, or any one burning thing that you want to say. I know we've got a few minutes left, but any burning issue that you want to say before we are offline?
You know, during the Women's Day, I like that. You never be alone, you know. You can call anybody, and we can just come and have a cup of tea with you. So you'll never be alone with us.
I like that. I like that. And we'll be wearing pink t-shirts.
And very bright.
One more burning thing.
For me, is, you know, as we are here just, like we said, to empower. You know, there's so many things that people are going through, and they're just locking themselves in their houses, and we just want women to feel free just to come out and just speak to somebody, because people go through things, especially African people. We are so taught to just get on with things.
Yes.
You can't be anxious, you can't be sad, just get up and just get on with it. Sometimes you just need to go and speak to somebody. Sometimes you may be, you know, depressed, you need to go and speak to somebody. We are here. We are the first people you can speak to. We are open. We understand confidentiality. We will not speak about your story to anybody else. So this is something that we encourage you to do. Come and speak to somebody. Come and speak to us. We are a sisters keeper.
Yes, just speaking with passion. Come and speak to us. I like that. I like that. And you, my sister.
What would I want to encourage someone? We are not just about the serious things. We go for coffee, we go for tea, we go for lunch, and we cannot wait for the lockdown to completely lift off so we can go for spas and everything. So we want you to be able to relax as well. Like you said, having a person to talk to, having a person to chat with. If you want to go for a cup of coffee or a spa, that was this. We want that one.
We need that one.
I'm feeling it.
I know,
it's been a while.
Do come. Women today want to make sure that it's not just your work life that is okay, your mental life, but just even your emotional life as well. So we've got people who are within our organizations who are well certified to speak to people. And if you feel, okay, fine, I want to speak to someone else, like we said, we signpost people to different organizations that they can speak to you, and you can get the help that you need.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. It has been an amazing table talk, and I hope you guys have enjoyed as much as I did. It has been amazing. Listen, ladies, we've been talking about all the things that we've been doing at Women Today, how women have been empowered, and we've also been talking about how we are going to do more and more great things. And if you're listening and you want to be part of For Women Today, our details will be shown on the screen. Do come and join us. Listen, an empowered woman will empower other women. We are so grateful and would love to have you. So thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for joining. And from myself and all these lovely ladies, thank you. Goodbye.